The Rise of Osman Bey, a leadership journey analyzing potential developments in episode 192. Welcome back to the channel dedicated to exploring the incredible ascent of Osman Bey and the unfolding of his leadership journey. In our last analysis, we delved into the intense events of episode 191, which no doubt left us all pondering what comes next. As we stand on the threshold of episode 192, the air is thick with anticipation. The challenges facing Osman Bey and his loyal companions are as formidable as ever, and the path forward seems fraught with both peril and opportunity. The series consistently portrays Osman's evolution from a determined Bey to the visionary architect of a future empire. Each episode adds another layer to his complex character, showcasing his strategic mind, his unwavering faith, his sense of justice, and his capacity for both fierce determination and profound compassion. Episode 192 is poised to be another critical chapter in this development. We've seen him face external enemies, Byzantines, Mongols, treacherous Turkish lords, and internal struggles from dissent within his own ranks to personal sacrifices. What new trials await, and how will Osman's leadership adapt to overcome them? Every episode of Kuruluş Osman typically revolves around a central conflict or objective that Osman must address. Given the usual pacing, episode 191 likely ended with a significant cliffhanger or introduced a major new threat or strategic goal. What could this immediate crisis be leading into 192? A renewed military threat. Have the Byzantine forces, perhaps under a new or familiar commander, launched a significant offensive or consolidated power in a key fortress that Osman has his eye on? Could a cunning trap have been sprung after a recent victory or setback? We often see cycles of conflict around specific castles or strategic locations. Could we see a major siege begin or escalate? Perhaps a key supply route is threatened or a vital ally's territory is under attack. How Osman mobilizes his forces, chooses his battlefield, and inspires his Alps in the face of superior numbers or fortifications will be a critical test of his military leadership. Political maneuvering and treachery. The political landscape is never stable. Are there internal plots brewing among rival Turkish beys who view Osman's growing power with envy or fear? Have the Byzantines or other adversaries managed to sow discord among Osman's own people or his allies? Treachery is a recurring theme. What might this mean for the trust within Osman's inner circle? How does a leader navigate a world where words can be as dangerous as swords? Osman's ability to discern loyalty, expose deceit, and maintain unity among his diverse followers is a hallmark of his political acumen. Episode 192 might heavily feature tense negotiations, intelligence gathering, and the difficult decisions required to counteract political threats. An economic or social challenge, state building isn't just about battles and politics. Are there pressures on his people, famine, disease, or economic hardship caused by conflict? Has a vital trade route been cut off? Leaders must also care for their flock. Aqaba, this could lead to Osman having to implement difficult policies, perhaps redistributing resources or finding innovative solutions to sustain his community. This aspect of leadership, the pastoral care of his people, is less flashy but equally crucial, and episode 192 could highlight this dimension. Thinking about these possibilities, the specific nature of the challenge in 192 will dictate the type of leadership Osman must exhibit. Is it raw battlefield courage, shrewd political maneuvering, or compassionate governance? Most likely, it will be a blend of several elements, forcing Osman to draw on his full range of skills. Consultation and counsel. Does he gather his most trusted advisors, Bala Hatun, Malhun Hatun, his experienced Alps like Baran or Koner, or whoever is currently prominent, and his wise Shikadeblai? A great leader doesn't act alone. We often see crucial scenes where different perspectives are debated before Osman makes a final decision. Could we see a disagreement among his advisors that forces Osman to weigh difficult options? His ability to listen, synthesize different viewpoints, and then make a decisive choice is key. Boldness versus prudence. Osman is known for his bravery and willingness to take risks, but he also learns from experience. Will his plan in 192 be a daring, unexpected attack, or a more cautious, strategic move aimed at minimizing losses? What might this mean for the perception of his leadership among his people and his enemies? Sometimes the wisest move is not the most obvious one. Leveraging strengths. How does Osman utilize the unique skills of his companions? Bala Hatun's wisdom and resilience, Malhun Hatun's strength and strategic insight, the Alps' martial prowess, the women's vital support roles, the Akinchi's scouting abilities. Every part of his community contributes. Episode 192 will likely show how Osman orchestrates these different elements into a cohesive force. Aqaba, this could lead to a specific character being highlighted for their crucial contribution to the plan? Character arcs and personal stakes. Kuruluş Osman is not just a historical drama, it's deeply personal for its characters. The events of episode 192 will impact them profoundly. Osman's inner struggle, facing immense pressure. How does Osman maintain his composure and faith? We often see moments of doubt or frustration quickly overcome by his conviction and purpose. Could we witness a particularly trying moment that tests his resolve to its absolute limit? His relationship with Sheikh Adebelai often provides guidance and reminds him of the spiritual dimension of his struggle. The Hayton's roles, Bala Hatton and Malhun Hatton, are not just supportive wives, they are leaders in their own right, managing affairs within the K, offering counsel, and sometimes even participating directly in the struggle. What crucial role might they play in episode 192? Will they be providing strategic advice, ensuring the well-being of the community, or perhaps facing a direct threat themselves? Their strength and intelligence are vital pillars of Osman's leadership. The Alps and commanders, what challenges will the loyal Alps face? Will one of them be given a critical, high-stakes mission? Their loyalty and bravery are the backbone of Osman's military strength. Aqaba, this could lead to a moment of significant sacrifice or a display of exceptional skill from one of his commanders. Their personal stories and fates are often intertwined with the main conflict. The next generation, depending on where the series is in its timeline relative to 192, we might see the next generation, Osman's sons, beginning to take on more responsibility. How does Osman mentor them? What challenges do they face that reflect the evolving nature of the struggle? Thematic exploration, justice, unity, and state building. Beyond the plot, Kuruluş Osman consistently explores core themes central to the founding of a state based on Islamic principles and Turkish traditions. Episode 192 will likely weave these themes into the narrative. Justice. How is justice sought and administered in the face of wrongdoing, both by enemies and potentially from within? Does Osman have to make a difficult judgment? The pursuit of justice for his people and against oppressors is a constant driver for Osman. Could we see a situation that forces Osman to choose between mercy and strict justice? Unity. Maintaining unity among his diverse followers and navigating relationships with other Beyliks is paramount. Does episode 192 involve an attempt to forge a new alliance or deal with disunity? Osman's vision requires bringing people together under a common banner and purpose. The dream of a state. Every action Osman takes is a step towards establishing an independent state. How do the events of this episode contribute to that larger goal? Is a new territory gained, a key enemy stronghold weakened, or a crucial administrative step taken? The struggle isn't just for survival, but for creation. Speculation and what-ifs for episode 192. Let's allow ourselves to speculate a bit based on common Kuruluş Osman plot devices and historical markers, keeping in mind the show takes dramatic liberties. What if the episode features a daring infiltration mission into enemy territory led by Osman or one of his key Alps? This could provide crucial intelligence but also carry immense risk. Could we see the introduction of a new, powerful historical figure who will become a significant ally or adversary for Osman? The world around him is constantly changing. Perhaps there will be a focus on the internal workings of a conquered fortress, showing the challenges of integrating new populations and administering justice in a new territory. Aqaba, a seemingly small event, an intercepted message, a chance encounter, could have massive repercussions for the larger conflict. The butterfly effect is often present in dramatic narratives. What are the implications if Osman faces a significant setback? How does a leader rally his people after a defeat? This could be a powerful test of his resilience and ability to inspire hope. Episode 192 is positioned to be a crucial installment. Whether it focuses on a massive military confrontation, a complex political game, or a deeply personal trial for Osman and his family, it will undoubtedly add another layer to the narrative of his rise. We will be watching closely to see how Osman Bey exercises his leadership under pressure, how his character continues to develop, and how the foundations of a future empire are further cemented through struggle and sacrifice. The journey is far from over, and each step, each decision, in episodes like 192 shapes the destiny of a people. How will Osman's leadership shine through in the coming challenges? We can't wait to find out.